Oh, we're live.
Dominating live.
Cheers.
5 alive.
Before I do a wild card and just go live halfway through what you were talking about.
We were just looking at Vic's beautiful staffy, and we went live. Okay, that's cool.
I was trying to get the dog. I was trying to get the dog on.
Oh, do you want to be
I
online?
was trying to get the dog on the screen. Evening, all. Welcome.
What's his name, Vic?
Riley. He's got an Irish name. He's got an Irish brain.
And he's got an Irish t-shirt on. There it is.
Favourite pub. If I knew it was
been a bit shy.
Evening, everyone. Welcome to Toy Division Live on this cold. No, it's actually been quite a nice Wednesday today, isn't it?
It was nice. Poured down with rain earlier.
Yeah.
How are we all doing, people? How are we all doing? Hope everyone is well. Taft in the house. What's going on? Pogs for life. Self-help hero. Best night of the week. Damn right.
That says more about your week than ours. Self-help hero. I've got to say.
Good evening, Pete. How you doing, mate? Colin. Hello.
Tommy.
I think so too. Was asked at work, am I watching the Norwich game? I was like, no, I'm watching something better.
We're better than a Norwich game. I guarantee you that.
100%. Norwich have already won. Norwich have already won the league, mate. So there's no point. There's no point watching any of their games now.
I say that, but it's like
not in the Premier League.
A 7-6 thriller or something that we're keeping you away from. If that happens, I apologise.
Let's not get on to football, Brentford, and otherwise we have to bring up Millwall.
I want to mention who you support.
Vic, you say football. Vic, you say football or Brentford. It can't be football and Brentford. It's either football or Brentford.
You're not far off. Yeah.
Here we go.
Anyway, back to toys. Come on. Talk to them.
Talk to me. Tommy T, Smuggler's Canyon, Carlos, hello, mate.
All the regulars, right?
You know, right? All the good people. Brad's in the house. Brad's a hero. Brad has sent me something. He messaged me. And he actually sent it yesterday, I think it was. And it arrived today. So, I don't know who Brad knows in the post office.
The same for you guys. It hasn't arrived, obviously.
I've not got them yet, but when I do, we'll be bigging that up as well.
Are they still not right?
I do apologise, but yeah.
No. It's all good. All good.
Blue Harvest, hello.
So you posted them yesterday, Vic?
Yeah, I was late.
Yeah, okay. No, just because Dan was saying when next time I go over to pick up something off Tim.
I was umming about the stamp, and I was like, I think this stamp's too small. I'd better not, because I don't want it turning up, and then he's got to pay for it to get it out of the post office.
Be worth it.
Love it. Two played there. Hello. Ben, hello, mate.
Ben.
Dave.
Evening, Ben.
How's your toys? Yeah, we got a full house tonight. London Toy Shop, Retro Shed, Adam. Great to see Vic for once. He's chilling rather than hosting an auction. Yeah. Vic can relax this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can just sit back and chill and just enjoy it now. Tats and Toys, hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Tats and Toys on with me and Johnny on Friday.
I'm looking forward to that.
Friday, 7 o'clock with Rob.
I've kept a few fun coupons back, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got.
Some fun coupons.
Yeah.
Fun coupons.
Dark like and Baz, hello, mate.
Hello.
Ed's in the house.
Ed.
Hello, Ed. Oh, sorry, the comments have dropped. Tony, hello, mate.
Evening, Tony.
Darren, hello, buddy.
Hey, man.
Dave World Toys, hello,
Hey,
mate. Dave's actually got his first live stream on Friday.
Saturday, I think.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was Friday.
Oh, I might be wrong.
Story said it was Friday.
Friday. Sorry. Friday. Yes, sorry.
Congratulations on Monday, Smuggler's Canyon.
Yeah, I believe you won the prize over on Tom's.
Ah, nice. Still haven't caught up with Tom's one yet. I've been in the office all week, so my YouTube watching has been pretty much zero. But it's on my watch list. Yeah, slacking. Ed is in the house. He is indeed.
Hey, Grant.
Hello, mate.
Lovely. Was it a Doom pickup that Grant got? It's
yeah,
it's pretty
Lovely
cool.
bit of Doom.
Don't pick up the skeleton wearing the Hawaiian shirt was awesome. What was it? The Crypt
So
Keeper.
that's the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, I've got to be honest.
Mate.
I don't know what it is, but it's just a skeleton wearing a Hawaiian shirt. It's amazing.
Pricey. Vintage Toy
Yeah,
Rush.
yeah. Tales of the Crypt. I think it said on the box.
It's Crypt Keeper.
Yeah,
So
it's cool.
we have.
I've had it before. I know Tom's collecting them now as well.
Yeah.
I know. I just want the one in the Hawaiian shirt. It looks like is that the right one? I've got a Hawaiian shirt death up there as well. Who's a little cocktail waiting for me.
Watch out, mate. This isn't an 18+ show. You can't get guns like that out on YouTube.
It's not
Bingo
before 9
rings over.
o'clock yet, guys.
This ain't 18+. I better leave.
Yeah. I think Aaron's probably accepted that the monetization might go down because Vic's probably going to swear at some point, and that will lead me to swear, and then it's all going to go wrong.
That's right.
Yeah,
I might have had a few.
How I feel about YouTube and the world, but I don't want to get you banned.
Nice.
I've had a few Guinnesses today, so I'm probably going to slip up somewhere.
Yeah.
I might lose out on my 45p on this video. Big YouTube bucks.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Gotta love them fun coupons.
Yeah, I know, right? Can't even afford a Freddo from the advertisement on this video. Right. Dave Bog Toys has asked to kick us off tonight. Vic, what do you collect?
Oh, lots. Too much. I collect, standard stuff would be things like Star Wars. That's what started off my collecting back in 95, 96 when they brought out Power of Force 2. That's what started me off collecting toys. It was a girlfriend. She bought me a TIE fighter and a Yoda at the time. Don't know why Yoda flying a TIE fighter, but it was interesting. And it's expanded from there. I mean, my dad was a toy collector as well. He dealt with military toys, so I've always had a lot of toys around me. I mean, I collect Star Wars, I collect Action Force, I collect He-Man, but when I say I collect them, I've pretty much got what I want in those collections. So things have expanded. I like kaiju, I like Japanese monsters. I like, a bit like my dad, I like military toys as well. I mean, I collect G.I. Joe, Action Force, toy guns. I've got a massive collection of toy guns. I've actually got one close to me, which is a favourite. It's not my ultimate favourite, but it's one that I had as a kid. I'll show you guys. It is a RPG 7.
That's incredible.
That's pretty cool.
This is the bootleg version, and there was like a Rambo version that I had that fired a rocket. Now, I had the rocket version. I've been looking for it since an adult. I can't find it anywhere. Enrique found one sold in America, but I've not seen one anywhere. But this I had after the rocket firing because, of course, the rocket firing had a spring on it. Yeah. And I kept jamming the rocket in to fire it, and eventually the spring went. And then my dad found this one at a market somewhere, which was similar, and he was like, the rocket doesn't fire on this one, but it still looks like an RPG 7. But that come out about 86, 87 for the Rambo craze, or, the whole muscles and guns, Commando, Missing in Action, Chuck Norris. I love all that stuff. That's what I grew up with. And, I've got a lot of toy guns. Action Man's another one that I like to collect. But then there's other stuff, Voltron. I could go on forever. There's Doctor Doom. That's another focus of mine.
Doctor Doom. You've got a massive Doctor Doom collection.
Yeah, well, quite a big collection. We share the same first name, and that impressed me as a child, and that just sort of impressed on my brain. And
Victor Doom,
my go-to bad guy in the Marvel world. It was like Doctor Doom. We got the same name, and he's got a gun. He's got a Luger or a Mauser in the pictures. So I was over the moon.
Vic, do you ever come across in your toy weaponry searches? I've been thinking for ages about when I was a kid. I never had one, but a couple of my friends had them. They're like almost like suitcases, like secret agent suitcases, and there's like
there was a few out. There was one that used to turn up in a Freeman's catalogue, and it had like a cigarette thing on it as well, and it fired these little pellets out.
That's
they
the
are
one.
wonderful. The last person I know that had them, I can't remember his name, but he's at Sandown. He deals in a lot of James Bond stuff. I'd like one myself. I have got a Crescent toy set that's called the Golden Sniper. It's in a case like that, and it's a golden Luger that you attach the scope,
the back and the stock and the silencer. Yeah.
And you make an extra long barrel. And it came out around the same time as The Man with the Golden Gun. It was just like they were, bringing out stuff to go off the James Bond license. It is a 60s toy, and it's made in the UK as well, made in Britain. It wasn't the UK, but yeah, it's a great toy. I haven't got it to hand, guys, but it's something that I love as well. Yeah, they've done a lot of that stuff all the way up until the early 90s. Like I say, I remember the Freeman's one used to do the one with a plastic gun, and I was always amazed by the cigarettes that fired little.
That was the secret agent bit was what I like. The cigarettes, the camera that like was a gun as well. Well good.
Do you have a is it called the Johnny 7?
Johnny 7 was another 60s gun. That's the One Man Army, OMA.
Yeah.
I've got one of them, but I inherited that off my dad because it was my dad's Grail piece when he was a child. He never got it as a kid. Come out in the 60s. He bought it when he was a collector. He actually got a toy instead of that called the Dalek Neutron Exterminator, which I've got downstairs, which is a bazooka made out of cardboard that fires a rocket. And that was because Doctor Who was big in the 60s. Like the Doctor Who movies had just come out as well. And it was cheaper than the Johnny 7. He said, because he had a big family, me nan couldn't afford the Johnny 7. Do you know what I mean? So he ended up with this Dalek Neutron Exterminator. But believe it or not, that's more rare now than the Johnny 7 because it was made out of cardboard and like people just threw them away. You know,
going to get destroyed.
Isn't that always the way though? I mean, nowadays there's bootlegs and knockoffs that are way more desirable than the original things.
Exactly. I mean, I can think of some of the wonderful episode 1 ones that I sold recently on my auction that I got massive amounts of money for with the Watto.
Yeah. Vic, I found in one of my boxes in my loft. Someone was talking about it online. I was like, I'm sure I got a couple of them. I went in my loft and I found a couple of do you remember Gat guns?
Yeah. I know the Gat guns. They used to push them down. They fire a dart, a cork, or a slug. I mean, they are classed as an air pistol. It's not really a toy, but
no, it's not a toy at all. But I've got 2 of them in my loft, so there we go.
Nice.
I mean,
I remember having.
I've got one in front of me. I mean, that's a 1970s made in a place that I'm not allowed to say, Taiwan. But this is based on a Japanese gun called a Nambu, and again, it just says secret agent on it. But I just like me toy guns, and they're not PC anymore. So
well, it's funny you say that. I've got literally a cupboard full of BB guns, so not vintage or anything, but whatever from about like 20 years onwards. I don't really know what to do with them because they're all black, and I can't. I haven't got a license. I haven't got an airsoft license anymore, so I can't sell them. Huh?
I was going to say you got to be careful selling them. So take them to a boot. Someone to clean you out.
Yeah, I think I'm more likely to
look at this. This is to think this is a toy gun. I thought I was Hannibal Smith with this one. That's
pretty.
That looks like a Romeo and Juliet pistol. Lovely.
Look, I mean that, and I had this as a child again. Sorry, I know you're taking me off big screen. I've got this.
No, you come back on. Don't worry.
Is that a cap gun?
That's a cap gun.
That's amazing.
And it's basically a Magnum 44.
It's literally a full-size Magnum. Normally, the revolver.
Does it fold down and you put the caps in it?
They're not PC. They're not everyone's cup of tea. I know, but I feel like I'm preserving something. Do you understand? It's a history that's sort of shunned upon that we shouldn't think about. That I loved as a kid. I used to run around, make tree houses, I even done mad shit and went into the sewers and stuff. I was proper like down a manhole cover with some of my mates with torches, dressed up like we was going on a mission.
Hey, I'm going to sound like a guy from the 50s nonsense. But we used to buy webbing, like army webbing. You go and buy your guns from Gamley's because they've got red ends, but you can take them off. So you got black guns. Yeah. Bangers and flick knives, mate. Smoke bombs, the lot. Off you go. You get shot if you do that now, by the way. So don't do it.
I imagine it wouldn't go down well.
Imagine
Not
nowadays.
nowadays, no. But you know, we used to watch the Goonies and Monster Squad and all these, you know, like all these sorts of films that, you know, it was always you and your mates going out on a little adventure. So
the Goonies would be a very different ending now. They went out and like within 5 minutes got shot by H&Ks by the MI6. Like the end.
I had the James Bond GoldenEye pistol.
Nice.
And I still see a couple of people at Sandown selling it, and like, I think we bought it from
I've
a
got
jumbo
it myself on a card.
Mm.
Do you remember which one it was though? Sorry, I'm going to get technical with guns because there was two. Actually, GoldenEye. No, it should have just been a PPK. Yeah, I don't think they brought out the P99 on the GoldenEye card.
I thought it was the PPK.
The silencer on.
No, maybe you could have screwed it on there, but I don't. This one didn't. The one I had didn't have a silencer on it.
Yeah, they've done it with and without. That's why I was asking. They also done the shoulder holster for it and handcuffs, and even done James Bond caps.
The only reason I remember it,
but you know,
the only reason I remember it so much is because
that's the gun you're talking about, but your one was plastic. That's PPK.
And he had GoldenEye written across.
I've got it in this box somewhere. I'm going to see if I can dig it out before the end of the show to try and. But I've got it on a card, but that's tucked away either under my bed or in my storage because I don't have a lot of space to display stuff. So at the minute, it's it's a bit difficult.
But that
I'll try and find a loose one.
The gun I got was from toy gun. Was from a Scout jumble sale, and my mum wouldn't buy it for me, and the guy was like, just have it. Like, felt sorry for me, and I remember walking out, and my mum like, how did you get that?
It was one of the last replica toy guns that looked like a real gun. That one. It was done by Wick, which was
makes a lot of sense.
Brand. It got bought out by a German brand, Wick, which make toy guns. But in a way, it's good because they're kind of preserving the Lone Star brand. You know, there's a big thing in Germany for military toys. I know, you know, Germany's got a funny history, but they love Action Man. They love toy soldiers. They love Timpo. They love toy guns. There's a big market, but then there's a big market for He-Man out there and that sort of stuff as well. So I don't want to bore you boys too much with the guns, but it's a niche thing that I collect that I don't know any of us boys in our circles collect. Do you know what I mean?
But it's interesting to hear a different. It's different. It's good to hear something different other than Thundercats, He-Man. It's nice to know people do collect strange, like not strange things, but other things.
I mean, and he's slapping me in the face for what we bought this week.
No, not right. You know what I mean. You collect a hell of a lot. So, like, you put a picture the other day of that, or yesterday, or might have been even today. The weird, like, I don't know, is it a kaiju? The Lovecraft, whatever it is.
It's Cthulhu.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. I like hearing it because it's interesting.
Yeah.
You should. I mean, I don't know if you read Andy or anything, but you know, JP Lovecraft. It's not all right. So it's not all long. And he was good friends with. I can't remember what's the guy's name who invented Conan. Do you know?
I do, and it's escaped my mind. But yes,
if you're out there, guys, comment. It's good for the algorithms, and we can't remember who invented Conan. But he was good mates with JP Lovecraft. They were both maniacs and. He killed himself, didn't he? I don't know about JP Lovecraft, what happened to him, but I know he was a maniac because I've read some of his stuff, and I'm just like, this guy's before his time.
He died young. He died like 46 or something. So yeah,
they all did. Yeah. The guy that invented Conan, I think he was 31.
I think it's because they were all basically on opium, like a lot of opium.
Right.
Well, so
Aaron's trying to wrangle us in.
Yeah, because you've gone off on some mad tangents now, and I'm trying. Then you'll all moan it later because the comments are like miles up behind, and you'll be like, "Oh, you're not catching up with the comments."
Skip all the comments, go right to the end. It's fine.
I found one similar to yours, Aaron. It's not quite the one. This is the one that came out after. Oh, where's the camera?
Yeah, I thought mine had GoldenEye written on it or something.
Yours had 007 written on it, mate. It didn't have the P99. It would have had 007. It would have been a PPK. I just wish I had that to hand to go, look. I'll take a picture and send it to you anyway when I find it next.
Please.
But yeah, this box is a no-no with that one. Thought I had a loose one. That's interesting. It's still on the old latch. is again, it looks very real.
They're massive.
Yeah, 357 Magnum. But yeah, I love, I won't take that off there. I liked it for.
I keep it
I've
on
got
there.
a selection of Lugers as well.
Imagine the old Bill. Imagine the old Bill coming into your house like, "Oh my God, what have you got here?" It's like, "Don't worry, they're toys."
Yeah,
they are toys. I mean, well, I'm a toy dealer, toy collector. I'm not like running around the streets going bang bang. Not yet, anyway. It's not zombie apocalypse.
He's a bit naughty, and he's got an arsenal. It's worse than that, boys. He's a toy collector. Oh,
yeah. It's like
almost, but none of them none of them fire anything. They all fire caps. I mean, if that's illegal, oh well. I wouldn't be surprised nowadays.
The paper caps, I believe, are illegal, but you can still get the 6 and 8 shot caps.
Well, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of things that you can buy and you shouldn't buy, and it makes me laugh when there's certain toys they say you can't buy, but you can go out and buy like proper weapons sometimes. You go to Comic-Con, you've got bods there selling machetes. Because
that is a bit weird. They just label them as zombie killers, and they're like, that's literally a deadly weapon. But yeah.
They changed the laws on that as well, because if you buy those weapons now, you can't walk out of the Comic-Con with them.
They have to send them to your house, don't they?
Post them to you, yeah.
Well, crazy. Post, they'll courier them over, won't they? But yeah.
So Tats is on Monkeys Emporium's auction on Friday.
Yeah, he's joining us.
And
we might have a couple of special guests as well, because we're having an extra long one, because it's our last one for a little while.
Good, because I always find it's hard to get in on that one, because it's a bit. It's 7 o'clock it starts, and by the time I get in from work and get settled down and do what you got to do, it's like tune in and it's like, right guys, we're about to go off now, and it's like, oh, for God's sake.
Aaron, the thing is, Johnny and Vic, they know how they've been doing this a long time, so they know that they always keep the nicest bit they've got of that night is always the last bit. I'm sitting there going,
100%.
Killing me, you're killing me.
100%. You got it. So Smugglers Canyon is asking, is that true?
Someone's trying to push them buttons there.
Smugglers, do not wind Vic up. Moving on.
The Toy Division want to keep their channel, boys. They want to keep their channel. Let's not get onto Mel Gibson films and propaganda.
It is true that Vic's favourite film is Remo Williams, and it should be yours too, because it's
one of my favourite films, Remo Williams. Now that makes me smile. We've got to get this Remo Williams Kickstarter action figure guy. Just be me and you.
me, you, and Fred Ward. I'm like 95 years old. Come on, man, come back.
Well, the thing is now,
Fred Ward for Tremors more than he is Remo. But I mean, I don't know if you're aware, Dan. There is a whole book selection of Destroyer, which Remo's based off of. They're all paperbacks. I've got about 25 of them, and that's kind of what got me into it even more, because I can picture him now, like in the book. Do you know what I mean? Doing his shit. I just thought adventure books. They're only about 300 pages.
At what point in time did Fred Ward look young and threatening enough to play Remo Williams? He's always looked about 70 to me. I don't know.
I was about to say, he's always looked the same age.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a moustache in Tremors, so I did like the tash at the beginning.
Oh, I love Tremors. But Andy, honestly, Remo Williams, we'll do a watch party. Tash makes you look younger.
Party. That'd be excellent.
We'll do a Remo Williams watch party. Honestly, Andy, it's right up your street. I promise you.
I'm currently watching Shark Attack films. I'm on Shark Attack 3, the Megalodon, and it is awfully amazing. It's got
I love monsters, but
this film's so bad. It's got what's the guy's name? I think he was a Doctor Who guy. I can't think of his name. I didn't realize. It'll come to me as he was on like a dancing on ice thing.
Is he Scottish?
No, he's American. He does stage. He does stage.
John Barrowman.
John Barrowman. Yeah, John Barrowman's. He's in it. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
And it's just not the sign of quality, mate. We know that some of them have got like Edward Furlong and stuff. Tara Reid, dude. Come on.
So no, this is a different. This isn't. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry.
We have gun shows here in Texas.
Oh, the actress. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the one that called out title.
We have gun shows here in Texas. They actually sell real guns, but some vendors sell old vintage toy guns. Vic would definitely love. He would love it for 2 reasons.
Yeah, mate. I just want to live in Texas. I was actually talking to Enrique. If I go to Tijuana and walk over the border with the rest of them, can I claim asylum? Do I get dual citizenship? I don't even care if I don't get dual citizenship. I'll tell them my name's Juan Carlos Enriquez or something. You know, I just want to live in Texas.
Vic's just addicted. He's addicted to freedom. That's the problem. Too much freedom.
I am. Freedom isn't free. It costs a lot for you and me.
Freedom isn't free. It costs a lot for you.
Like you. Thank you, Vic. Been living people's YouTubes.
You can leave mine out, Vic. There's not much content on it.
Comment. It's controversial. I've got cat guns and I like Remo. 1 minute.
He does love Remo.
Vic's going to have a great YouTube channel when he starts one.
Yeah. So Vic's will be shut down immediately. Be like, right.
Absolutely needs more love or haunt you.
That's the man, mate. Look at that.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Okay.
He didn't fuck about, mate. He didn't fuck about.
He's proper. Honestly, it's an 80s classic that not enough people care about. I mean, it's very.
If I can find it, or if someone can send me a link, I'll watch it. Well,
I'll tell you what, Andy. I've got a copy of it on DVD, and it's yours, mate. You can have it.
Andy hasn't got a DVD player. Have you got a DVD player?
Good point. I don't have a DVD player.
What? I
don't
have a
look, okay. Currently, looking at me at the minute, I've got a DVD player with no wires. I've got a PlayStation 3 that doesn't work, and a Sega Mega Drive that does work.
The things Andy sold to feed his Laserbeast fund: wires from DVD players.
I was going to say the wire, the figure of 8 wire from the back of his DVD player that goes on a kettle and everything else. You can. Who are you selling them to?
That's how
Enrique likes Remo as well, but you know he's cultured. He's from America. You know what I mean?
Absolutely love Remo.
Yes,
right.
Tony.
Dave's on point here. Dave's on point.
Okay, we're getting back on track.
Yeah, back on track now, lads. Come on.
Track it back.
Oh. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, we ask Vic. Sorry, Vic's the guest. Let's ask Vic first.
It's all out of our system now. Bring him.
Did you have any new? Yeah, go on, Aaron. Go on.
No, come on, Paddy.
No, that's okay.
No,
go for it.
Have you had anything new for your collection recently, excluding guns? Have you had any toys, as Dave is particular about toys?
They were toys. They are toys. But yeah, I have. Yeah, and these ain't toys either, but I'm going to show you. I've got a couple of things, but these are reminiscent of my childhood.
Oh, they're cool.
From the great man Monkey himself. A set of Pirelli Master Universe slippers.
Very nice.
Amazing.
They fit you?
I love that print. And it just brings back memories of when I didn't care about anything.
I think that's what we're all trying to do, is just cling on to a time where everything was all right.
Yeah, exactly. What else did I get? I did get a couple of things. This is special. Now, this is American Defense by Remco, but this is a French box, Special Force, they called it in France. Now, this is the bondage guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That packaging is dripping with freedom.
And that is a freedom package. This is like basically the Cobra Fang, but the Remco copy. Remco loved jumping on copying. If it weren't He-Men figures, it was G.I. Joe figures. And you know, that guy's he's going into battle like, I don't know.
I mean,
that to Soho or something. Here we go.
He's looking fabulous. He's going into battle.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Yeah. I also got his mate. Now, his mate I love the sideburns. I don't know if you can catch that.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh, we can. Yeah.
Hold it there.
Oh, look at that. I mean, I love G.I. Joe, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a look at some bootleg stuff. These guys just stuck out to me. It's like straight off 1972.
They're awesome.
And that is some
amazing.
serious packaging. You could have
that first one, Vic, that first figure, that reminds me, Andy, when we do our Anything Goes waffle chat, I want to discuss why Bennett in Commando is dressed like that. It makes no sense.
Because he's so tough. It's because he's so tough.
What? Because he looks like Freddie Mercury wearing a chainmail vest.
He looks like he somehow looks like Freddie Mercury wearing drag of Freddie Mercury.
He's just that tough. I mean, would you mess with a guy that turned up to war like Vic's character?
See,
no,
you wouldn't mess with you. You wouldn't.
Matt, big up. Get involved in Remo Williams, but you just outed yourself as either not watching this before or certainly ignoring what I say, because I've been banging on about it for weeks, brother.
Flying that flag. So
Remo.
Oh, stop with the messages. The messages are coming in from Johnny and Sweet Boys. Yeah, you're all watching. I'm using a phone to try and do this. I can't see anyone.
They're only doing it to put you off.
People messaging me at the minute. So
they're all sitting there at home like, let's put Vic up. Let's send him a message and
let's annoy Vic then. Let's annoy Vic now then.
I'm trying to what? I didn't hear. I'll tell you what, I've got a beautiful package coming. It's not here, but I've got some. Johnny's done me another lovely deal. I've got 2 sweet things coming. I like weird shit. I collect Popeye as well. Sorry, you mentioned earlier. What do I collect? I've got a big bendy 1970s Popeye coming, like a foam one, and he's got a really cool Kermit as well, which I've got coming in a Muppets box. I mean, I know it isn't current. It isn't all. It's Biker Mice or Toxic Crusades or Bucky O'Hare or whatever everyone's into. But it means saying to me,
kids are into these
Kermit Frog's being cancelled lately anyway for being a Muppet. So you know, I've got to preserve him.
Vic, have you? I know this is very new and not in any way vintage, but have you seen the most recent Mezco Popeye and Bluto? It's awesome.
I have, and I did. I was tempted. They are really, really cool, but
the face molds are. I think they're so good.
Vintage toys. I mean, I do buy the odd bit of modern stuff just to open and fuck about with, but they're not cheap. They're serious money. I mean, they're about 120.
Yeah,
they're too much for me to. I'd rather buy a nice vintage piece myself and think, yeah, that's nice. There's not many. Then that's just me. I mean, everyone's got their own ideas about collecting. I mean, I do buy modern, but like I say, I buy cheap modern that I can open and not think about, and you know.
You buy modern,
like that Ninja that I've done the whole prank with. I've ripped him open. It was a 15 quid figure. I loved the character as a kid. It's too much for me as a personal collector to buy for myself. And if I do get sick of him, I'll flog him and I'll get my 15 quid back. That's how I look at them ones. You know what I mean? It's not. There's no risk. It's just about the fun. I do it. I did that around me godsons, and I do it with him. I do a lot of the toy stuff with him. Like the other week, we opened up a load of the new modern G.I. Joe stuff that they brought out. The retro. We built the tank, the His tank, and Destro and Baroness and that. Opened them all up, ripped them off the packet. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Enjoyed ourselves, and we, he's watching the cartoon because it's on YouTube. So it's just like opening up to a new generation, and I think toys are to be played with. Really, I love hot toys and models and stuff, but they're not really toys. I
agree with you. They need stuff. Playability.
I'll tell you what impressed me with modern toys. Leonard brought out Alien figures the other year that were Walmart exclusives. Now the figures they put with the crap, but the actual xenomorphs are really nice. They're really nice articulated figures, and they've just got the new Predator line coming in to Smiths.
Yep.
And they do like a 12-inch Predator with electronic laser cannon. His blade switches out, and his tentacle things on his mouth open if you push his head down. It's a score.
Isn't it? I was going to say it's like 1999 in it. I'm like, wow, that's
a toy that does something that kids can interact with and play with. It's not hollow like a Titan, for instance. Like some of the Marvel and Star Wars. Oh, it's really big, but does it do anything? And
I've got a question. When I saw that Predator, I had to question. I wonder who that's marketed for. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like
I thought that, but then I thought, fuck it, I'm going to pre-order it and not think too hard. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird that kids, you know. But we had Predator toys when we was younger. Not me personally, because they didn't really come out until the 90s, and I was getting a bit older then and falling out of love. But they were around. I mean, there wasn't a cartoon to back it up, was there? There wasn't. There was comics by Dark Horse, but there wasn't like.
Yeah, the only Predator toy I ever bought was the Aliens versus Predator 2-pack. You know, with like the original Alien and the Predator.
Well, that was they tried to make they wanted to make a cartoon, but obviously couldn't make a cartoon for kids about chest bursting aliens. So, Tats and Toys Rob asked, those special forces, are they 80s or modern? They look cool.
They're 80s, Rob. They're 80s. I think they're 1986. So they're Remco. Remco ain't been around for a while, so yeah, definitely a bit of vintage there.
I don't know why Smuggler's saying this.
Wouldn't allow that type of packaging anymore. It's probably deemed a word I'm not going to say. You know.
I tried to do a Welsh accent in the style of Johnny, and it was so bad that only Smugglers Cannon noticed I tried to do it. So I probably won't try and do that again because it was utterly rubbish. Probably quite offensive, if I'm honest. It was that bad.
I'm going to. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, boy. Oh.
Buy your own fucking glue. So I'd love the film Twin Town. Remember Twin Town? Great film.
Yeah.
Guys, my 40p's has gone down the top.
I'm sorry, man. I told you I'd swear.
I'll send it in the post.
Howdy, Mr. Vader Hot Toys.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Shall I say you guys what I got this week?
Yeah. I'll just catch up with the comments quickly.
Yeah.
Mark is 100% vintage.
As in himself or his toy
collection?
Yeah, my hair's getting quite vintage. It's getting grey. Terrible.
I had to say, when I saw you yesterday, I saw you.
It's grey, man.
It's a nice grey streak you got in your hair.
Yeah, man. I look like is it Rogue from X-Men?
Yeah,
like a grey streak. That's terrible.
You still look like the guy who was like, leave Britney alone.
Leave her alone.
Who, funny enough, was right.
Yeah. That was the long game, wasn't
it? Right. Yeah, Danielson.
All right. So this week, I was helping someone on a Facebook group identify some bits and pieces, and it turned out he had a Horde Trooper staff, and I was like, "Oh, let me buy that off you." And he was like, "No worries." And then he found the figure, and I'm like, "Oh, why am I army building one of the most expensive Master of the Universe?" So I've got 3. I mean, that's not an army, very small army. I've got 3 of the vintage ones, but with stuff as well. So that's cool. Got another one of them. That's nice.
More of a scout, you know what I mean, with the 3 more than an army.
It's a little squad. It's a depleted army.
Should be 4 really, but you know, one of them got lazy.
Nick, he's such an enabler. I'll get another one. Jeez.
This is where he turns around and goes, "Yeah, we're sending one Friday night."
Yeah, I've already bought.
We'll get one ready for you.
I'll buy it. It's there. More Garbage Pail Kids, obviously. I already had this one, but I needed. Yeah, they're 2016. I've got 2 more coming, and I need 3 more, and I've got all 24 of them now, and then I can sleep at night, which is good. I bought. No one cares about this. Vic might. I don't think you guys are into. Anyone into 2000 AD?
I am not.
Yeah. Okay.
That's an old one. Winwood and Cord, Killing Time. It's like Jack the Ripper. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Bought that off someone. I got a modern. I don't know why I kept this out. Like I'm showing. I've got the box. Modern Classics.
Such a cool figure. When you sent that picture, I was like, God damn it.
The Modulock. It's a cool figure, right? I'm well happy with that.
Very nice.
Yes, it's
one of my favourite Horde.
Yeah, I know you're a Modulock. I know Vic's a modular man. I need to get. I want to get a blade. I've got the Rio Blast. I've got the Horde Trooper. I like to get a blade and maybe a King Hiss as well, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. This fantastic present from the lovely Vic. Girl Strikes Back. Is that still the YouTube name? Go and follow Vic. I'm sure you will do anyway. But it was a cheeky little Xena Bruce Campbell that I didn't have, a figure of Bruce Campbell I didn't have. So thank you very much, Vic. That's hugely appreciated. And last but not least, this is more of a long-term loan, but it's very much appreciated. To go with my Necralien setup, Aaron has decided to loan me Vasquez, which is, again, very much appreciated. Because I know, because Aaron, you're like sort of doing different things with your setups now, so she's going to live here for a little bit. But yeah,
Cool
so
character.
very cool and insanely expensive figure as well.
Ridiculously expensive.
Like but all the Vasquezes for some, like you look at the Kenner Vasquez, it's like 150 quid, like madness. But no, so that will be displayed, looked at, and enjoyed. And the day you go, I need some money, we'll sell it, and you can have some money.
So that's a strong BAME employed woman. That very She all the boxes, mate. All the boxes. I forgot to mention this was the other thing that I got, which is probably
a pencil topper.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
Smashed. Get mashed. I
remember them.
The Smash Martians. Smash Martians. I'm trying to get the bendy one. I've got the there's like a clockwork one which I've got, which you wind up and he goes along. But yeah, there's a few of these. I do them with redheads as well. But yeah, trying to collect these now. It's a bit niche, but good memories. Guys, check out my adverts on YouTube. They will make you laugh, honestly.
Yeah.
What are they called?
You see today for adverts.
What was it called, Vic? Sorry.
Is it Smashed Martians?
Smash Martians, yeah. Smash like as in smashed potato. They were advertising mashed potato in the 80s.
I'm just writing that down.
I had a bunch of those I'd like seven or eight of them at one point, like the pencil topper ones. I don't know where. If I can find them, I'll send them to you.
Aaron, I think you went about, mate. I'm sorry.
Definitely went about. I didn't even see the
You know what smash is, though, don't you?
Yeah.
As in the mashed potatoes.
Instant mashed potato, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron, you're so young, mate. You missed all the good things like pencil toppers. I love them.
Oh,
do you get anything, Andy?
He's sitting up on my shelf.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Andy.
Good. Yeah, right. So first off, I've got to thank Mr. Brad again, who seems to be sending stuff every week. Just trying to think. These didn't turn up last week, did they? No, they turned up this week. Sent me a Mr. T annual. Woo! Which is pretty cool. And then I'm glad I looked at it because on the inside, he sent me an autographed Val Kilmer Willow.
Oh wow!
Mad Martigan.
Which isn't something that's really in my wheelhouse, but I mean, yeah, I was pretty.
Well, I mean,
pretty
Willow is exactly in your wheelhouse, is it not?
Yeah, but like signatures and autographs and stuff, I'm not like.
But it's
I'm really ungrateful. I don't mean that to sound ungrateful at all, because I'm very grateful.
I know
yeah, so that's just something different, which is really cool. Then we keep sending each other back and forth stickers. We're so close to finishing the damn sticker album. Yeah, I need to actually send him an updated list. But if anyone else collects these, I've got like possibly 200-300 swaps. Please get in contact with me. Or if you or your brother or if a kid is collecting them, let me know. I'll send them to you. You can just have them. I've got far too many.
It's you, Brad, and like the year of my nephew's school.
It's such a monstrous waste of money. I'm telling you, you're better off just buying them all individually from Panini or Merlin, whoever makes it.
But I was asking Brad that today because I'm so close to the end. I think I need like 12 now. I was like, can I not just buy them? And he was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, you can.
Panini. It's not Panini. It's Tops.
Yeah, you could just there'll be a Tops club you can join. They'll go send off, and it'll be like 10p a sticker for the last ones for sure. Man.
And then I feel like I'm investing far too much into it to sign up and become a member.
Well, hang on a minute. You've already. How much money have you spent on stupid wrestling,
didn't you?
Yeah, you bought boxes of them.
No, the boxes went too expensive.
What's that, Vic?
I said he's not going to find those last 12 in the next couple of packs. You know, you might as well just order them.
That's the hunt. You never know. It's the exciting bit.
It's the hunt, but it's also a waste of cash.
It's also, Andy, it's also the entire marketing ploy. Like, buy another pack, buy another pack. It might be the one.
Who knows? Who knows? But anyway,
it's like a scratch card game. Do you know what I mean?
Dude, I'm walking up and down the Sainsbury's aisle. I was like, where are they? Where are they?
I need them stickers. I need them sweet stickers. I might get a shiny. I might get a shiny this time.
No, you get 2 shinies in every pack. It's really nice.
Going up
this is well and good, Andy, but there are some wrestlers in there that don't even wrestle for WWE anymore.
Yeah, there's wrestlers now I don't even know who they are. It's just fun to collect it. I need to, like, if I start something, I feel I need to go through with it.
Yes, it's a shame. It's a shame you started on Laser Beast, isn't it?
It is. Funny you mention that because they're coming up. But in other news, last week we said about the Gorilla and his silver gun.
Yes.
Yeah. So I bought a second one with the correct gun, and I need to get them all back together and take pictures of them. But I think I've now got a fully complete set with variants. I hope.
How does that make you feel?
Complete.
You don't even care about them. I know.
I'm over it now. I'm over it. I'm intrigued by because you've got a Toad. Yeah, when I come to yours, you've got a Toad Trooper, which has got a different helmet. So I don't know whether he's actually a legit variant or sun damaged. But if so, then
that it's not 100%. It's not sun damaged because the whole thing they are two different. I don't know if they are two different colors.
Yeah, one looks a lot darker.
Yeah, I mean, but it is. It's like it's much darker. They are definitely two. They are very much two different colors.
I look forward to getting them. But yeah, then maybe that is another variant that I haven't heard of.
That's such a typical variant move, isn't it? It's a variant. No, I'm sure it's sun damaged. Variant.
It's they ran out of paint at the factory, so it's a different brand of paint. Call it a variant. Someone will buy it. Don't worry about it.
But then my last thing, and probably the last thing I'm going to be getting for a while, until post turned up this week, I bought last week, if that makes sense. But I added 3 more Laser Beasts.
Yes. And how are you getting on without 2 kidneys?
I'm doing all right. It's just my liver. I'm doing all right. Actually, what I'm talking about, one of these isn't even the one I bought. Whoops.
Oh.
I think basically I've got the shield for Killer Hound, which is the shield, but I already had the Laser Beast. And I'm just going to be too lazy to grab the other one. I've put loads of. Oh, the other one's really cool though. It's a normal. I might get it next time someone chats. But anyway, so we've got Puzzle Color, who's Chameleon.
That's his horns are nice because that other one we were looking at, his horns were a bit battered on that other one. That's nice.
Exactly. This is almost perfect.
No, them horns are wicked.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Brown Lion.
Nice.
But yeah, the other one's a Narwhal, which is when Aaron chats makes himself big, I'll get up because I'm too conscious to get my big belly up in front of the camera. It's fine.
How hilariously offensive of you. When Aaron chats, I'm not interested in anything he's got to say.
Screw you, Aaron.
I didn't mean it like
mate.
that. I mean, like,
when Aaron talks, I'm going to go and get a drink because I've run out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my mum when Aaron's talking. Aaron.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Aaron, what did you get this week, my friend?
Well, I'm gonna leave you all like this.
I'm still here.
I want the chat to see all your faces when I show everything. Just to know you have fun.
Oh wait, come on.
Right, I haven't got
that.
So, the awesome site Star Action Figures put up a crazy deal on their website. So, and Vic actually got me this as a surprise because I was like, "Oh, this is on sale," and she's like, "Yes, I've bought one. Well, I bought 2, one for me and one for you." So I got the Credit Collection Mandalorian Heavy Trooper.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was $15.99 from Star Action Figures.
That feels cheap.
Well, the main one that I got, which came in the black box when it first came out, was 30 quid. And all this is just basically like a repaint to make him look like weathered, and obviously comes on the Yeah, variant.
You really sell that, yeah. All it is just a repaint. It's basically a variant.
Well, isn't that all they're doing now with the Star Wars stuff? Is just repainting it and repainting it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's someone did say that's their business model for like this year, because it's kind of a bit like I don't know. You know, when you watch YouTube videos and you don't know if they're just proper clickbaity or are they onto something. But yeah, they're saying a lot of the figures now are just literally going to be repaints, repacks. They're not making new molds.
That wouldn't surprise me at all, because it's so much cheaper, isn't it? They can just keep pumping them out, and people will keep buying them. Aaron.
Yeah, but yeah. So $15.99, can't complain. I might I was thinking of opening him and like get my brother to like repaint him, do like a variant, like a custom. Sorry.
You should. What I like though, Aaron, what I like in particular is again, just like Andy and his wrestling marketing, it's like it was $15.99, guys. Well, what's it normally cost? Like 30 quid. Okay, that's good. That's like half price. Yeah. So I bought 2. Right. So you still gave him 30 quid because it was half price. You bought 2.
Well, no, the difference is that this one's going to live in here with my stuff, and the other one's going to live in the other room with Vic stuff. So
it's so weird that you're buying the same thing. Like you live together. Just buy one. Come on, guys, sort it out. Jesus.
Yeah, but I might want to open this.
They're away from each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, you all sit there. You all sit there, and you're like, collector girlfriends, collector boy. I wish I had one. And then you get one, and then you're literally bankrupt because it's not like.
You've met my girlfriend. She's a hoarder, not a collector.
Mine is not into it at all.
No.
Mine hates it and thinks it's all junk. And thinks I should sell everything and just put it in the bank. So
Eden Super
Yeah,
Sorrel.
sounds very similar.
So
yeah, cheers for doing that, Vic. Get everyone out there, because YouTube's not pumping people's channels out.
yeah, comment, guys. Come on, get them algorithms going.
Cheers, David. I love it when the facts come, because there's people out there that know so much more about this stuff than us.
I'll be one minute, if that, guys. I really got to get another drink because this one's
absolutely, mate.
Sorry, I'll leave you with the whatever's behind me.
No worries, mate. No worries. Credit Collection was based on the pastel style artwork they showed at the end of each episode of The Mandalorian, supposedly. That's cool.
I've got to say, Andy, your Disney Plus account might be showing some funky stuff, because we finished WandaVision and now have immediately starting to rewatch Mandalorian. So
no, that's fine. I was. What did we last watch on it? But yeah, probably WandaVision. We don't use it that often, to be honest. We're in talks of thinking like, what should we actually delete, because we've got too many of those services.
You're talking about Disney Plus?
Yeah, I thought WandaVision was utterly brilliant from start to finish. I absolutely loved it. But we did read the ending. Huh?
I didn't like.
Why not?
I didn't enjoy the ending. Do you know what? It kind of felt. I liked it when it was all just mysterious, like what the hell's going on. Well, except for those first 2 episodes, I can completely ignore.
I thought the first 2 episodes were absolutely brilliant.
The first episode, when they're out of the episodes and they're watching it,
so number 4,
when everyone else,
number 3.
That's like, I really enjoyed it then.
But you've got to have the first 2 episodes to set it up, so you are going like, what am I watching? It's kind of a bit like an episode of The Twilight Zone. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. But anyway, and Vic won't share her toys. Well, that's fair enough. We're all adults, and none of us share. There you go.
Matt from Universal Collector. He knows the score.
He knows the score. Cheers, Baz.
Yeah, cool.
I did get this T-shirt from Theo as well.
Yeah, I think Bugsy Ben got one of those as well. They're top.
I think everyone in their mum got one. But like, I just wanted. I don't know. You probably don't watch this, but I did get that as well. Thank you, Theo.
So didn't someone comment? I see a comment saying I better not wear it to a toy show, because I think every person in the toy community's bought one.
Yeah.
Which is all.
Tom, I think Tom said it, because he's got it. Big C's got it. Andy's got it.
Ben's definitely got one. Bugsy's got one.
Vintage Toy Rush in the chat. He's got it.
I really like it myself. I missed out, but seems like everyone will be wearing it at the next like Sandown or Comic Con.
Definitely. I won't be wearing them anywhere around. But it's just,
I'll buy one when Theo does the exclusive black on black version. Then I'll be buying one.
Do you know what?
It's cool. I even showed my parents it because it turned up to their house because I forgot to change the delivery address. And I showed when my mum looked at it, she went, "I think you used to have those yogurts, didn't you, son?" I was like, "Yes, I did." I was like, "And that's awesome that you even remember it because you can't remember my name half the time."
Do you guys remember the hippopotamus?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I don't remember any. I don't remember these yogurts. I've either had a deprived childhood.
I don't even know if they were 90s.
We are a little bit older than you, Aaron.
They might even be 80s things, but yeah, Fiendish Feet and Hippopotamus, and like were they called not the Munch Bunch, the tiny little.
Yeah,
there was the Munch Bunch, yeah, and it had like different like coloured fruits on.
And they were little, weren't they? They were like little
cartoon ones, yeah. So
no record, but yeah, it's an absolute amazing T-shirt.
It is good. It's a great T-shirt.
Anyway, the fun doesn't stop. Sorry. I've still got one more thing.
Sorry.
So
this is Brad's mystery pack.
This is the hero that is Brad. Just randomly, he slid right into my DMs, like proper, and just literally, kind of scarily, like sent me a picture saying, "Is this your address?" But that cool.
Please let it be a pair of boxes.
No, please let it be as a special present. He's bought a Fiendish Feet T-shirt off Theo, and sent it to you. Like,
you imagine
everyone's
got no idea what these were, but I love the fact that everyone loves them. But
they're great. They're great T-shirts.
No, it's an amazing T-shirt. I love the colour. So we're going to see what it is.
It's Brad.
It's pictures.
Show us, Aaron. No. Another time.
Yeah. No. Just seems to be Brad in different poses.
With the dragon sword covering his modesty.
It's a tape. It says "Play me." It's Q Lazarus. Goodbye horses. Oh man, that's cool.
Oh no.
The absolute hero has sent me the third Ninja Turtle film on DVD.
Very cool.
It's obviously from the last time when we were talking about watching them. So absolute hero.
Did you watch 1 and 2?
I watched the first one.
The third one's the ninja one, right?
I've never seen the third one. That's where they go back in time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they become samurais, no?
I think that's the third one, yeah.
I see the first and the second when I was a kid, and by that point, I think I was too old and I was too busy on my mountain bike with cider or something. Yeah.
Just need to check because Brad is from the other side of London. Yeah, it's in there.
Wow. Wow.
It's not a looky man one, no?
The
shimmer of looky man.
The blue disc. Blue movie?
Not for retail, it's got written.
Well, you didn't buy it technically.
That's an awesome gift, Brad. But all Brad's gifts are amazing, honestly.
Brad, you're a hero, mate. You're an absolute hero. I appreciate it so much. Vic, guess what we're watching?
No, we don't, mate. I know what you're thinking.
After Remo Williams, we'll do a Turtles 3 watch party.
Definitely.
If I could get the numbers up on Remo, I'll do it.
No, I appreciate it. No worries.
I went and got the drink. I quickly grabbed something else just to show off because I mentioned it. And this is. I'm gonna have to pull it across or back.
We can see, yeah.
This is the Dark Neutron Exterminator. That was my.
That's amazing.
Dad. He didn't get his Johnny 7, and all these are cardboard. These tubes, they're silver painted cardboard. It's got bits of plastic. Look, they just pop on and off.
That is amazing.
Wires, but yeah, it's just cardboard. It's a cardboard bazooka.
The fact that that's still intact is awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's got to do with Doctor Who. I don't ever remember Doctor Who cracking out. Like, I'd loved it because it would have been Peter Cushing era, just popping out a bazooka and going, "Have that."
Yeah.
all I've got in my head now is that like Starship Troopers, where he's like, "Nuke 'em, Rico." It's like, "Nuke 'em, Doctor."
That's what I mean, but that's from the 60s. That's a 60s toy, and it's
I can't believe cardboard has lasted from the 60s.
On it,
Grabbing a drink.
It's a good toy.
Yeah, really cool. Really, really cool.
Sorry, Vader. I'm making my third attempt at a Secret Wars 80s stuff only, though.
Marvel Secret Wars stuff. Yeah.
It's just,
Do you reckon that's going to be? Oh, I don't want. Yeah, no spoilers, in case people haven't watched it.
Yes.
What, you mean,
One
is that
Division.
gonna be the next MCU? Is that what you was going to say?
Well,
Yeah,
the next one's going to be Doctor Strange. What's it? A Multiverse of Madness, whatever it is. But that'd be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, but isn't Secret Wars going to be like the big, like the first set of films was Thanos? That this one's going to be. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
My missus didn't like anything I liked when we went. Now she likes rock music and collecting Mandalorian stuff. 100%.
They find a way to cost you money, Shabba. They find a way. That's cool though. I'd rather date someone that had liked some things.
100%.
If not everything, just some things. It's nice.
I use Disney Plus all the time. Rewatching Star Wars anime and X-Men. Yeah, smashing the Spider-Man series during lockdown 1.1 was the one.
Well, I got excited because of that new bit on there, Star, because it's got something about Jim on there, which check out.
That's what we're happy about, because we had we were obviously doing the X-Files on Amazon, but the X-File films were paid for on Amazon. You had to pay for them, but
okay. And
but
now
they're
on Star.
Yeah, they're on Star, so it was like touch. So yeah, we're on season 6 now.
I was happy about Mark for Death with Steven Seagal. I've got it somewhere on DVD, but like it's one of them ones that's difficult to find, believe it or not. And I was just like, it's on the Disney Channel. That's brilliant. It's the only Steven Seagal film on there, I believe, as well. But
is that the classic Seagal where he doesn't use guns?
No, he does. I think he uses guns. I think that was it above. There's 3: Nico, Above the Law, and Mark for Death. They were the 3 in the line, and then there was Under Siege, and then it all went Pete Tong. They were the 3 good ones, if you can say they were good. They were of their time.
I think
Under Siege is a great film.
I think you're right. No, it isn't. It's a later one you're thinking of when he teams up with that black guy. I can't remember.
It's definitely Under Siege doesn't use guns because he's a chef, so he's knows. But we've spoken about Under Siege before.
When he's fighting the Rasta guys, there's like twins.
And lots of...
Anyway, going off point now, I'll just forget about it.
We've said before about Under Siege that I have very fond memories of that because of the giant cake Donna DeRico scene.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Rewind and play again like that. Yeah,
pretty sure we all.
Yeah.
Lots of people in the comments have got Theo's T-shirt, which is awesome.
Excellent, good work.
Sorry, bore everyone. That was the 3rd one I got.
He's got it. He's got the narwhal.
There he is.
So cool.
He's green for St. Paddy's Day and all.
Yeah,
exactly. How can I forget him?
The paint on the nose, the paint on the horn is great.
Yeah, I mean, like I was like, no, it's not. It is great. Like considering it's even
how old they are, and how rare they are. I think that's.
And he eats it.
These ones don't get yeeted. These ones are. Yeah. Look fondly at them.
Didn't enjoy watching One Division that much. Hope Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be better.
I'm an absolute mark for Paul Bettany. I think Paul Bettany is the absolute business in pretty.
It's going to be different, isn't it? It's going to be definitely different. Tomorrow, isn't it? Winter Soldier, Falcon things out. Friday. Friday.
Yeah, put me on the big screen. You'll love this toy. This is a toy for everyone in the family.
Look at that.
Name that tune.
Yeah, mate. With Tom O'Connor's.
Love that.
Minute in box.
Up for auction on Friday, right?
It's Vic, this isn't a Friday, mate. This is a Wednesday.
I can't help it. I have to sell, you know what I mean? That was made Peter Pan toys, which I lived in London, then I lived up in Cambridgeshire to go to secondary school. It's a long story. My parents moved up there. I had family up there. Peter Pan Toys was a local toy company. And when we was at secondary school, they actually took us for a tour around the Peter Pan Toys plant. And I was just amazed at the time. It's like, oh, wow. Not that there was anything there I wanted. It was just seeing toys being put into boxes and being, the full production. It's amazing. And that's a piece that was made like around there, packed up around there. So still got the Argos sticker on it as well.
Nice. That's double history, where it was made and the fact it's got the original stickers on it.
It's got Tom O'Connor on it. I mean, who doesn't like a bit of Tom O'Connor? I know Aaron's thinking, what the fuck is this Wikipedia?
I'm thinking Des O'Connor. Is it Des O'Connor's brother? Or is it... No relation to Des.
Well. That's your own work.
Right, so I've got Smashed Martians as my homework, and then Tom O'Connor.
Tom O'Connor and Remo Williams.
Remo Williams.
On it. But I do. I'm definitely up for Remo.
When you're one of the young ones in the group, when you're one of the young ones in the group, you just got to be happy that other people are happy. And when someone goes, "Yeah, this is amazing," you're like, "Yeah."
When us feel like, oh, do you remember the Munch Bunch? Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Aaron's like, go on, boys, enjoy your memories. You absolutely decrepit. Oh, remember how good they were? They were probably disgusting. They're probably horrible, but I remember them fondly.
I can still taste the toffee English feet.
Yeah. Okay, Munch Bunch Boomer.
I'll tell you what I did have to look up the other day while we're on nostalgia. Do you remember Ovaltine chocolate? I don't mean drinking chocolate. I mean chocolate bars.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ovaltine, no.
They made chocolate bars. Maybe not. Perhaps I'm thinking of the drink. I know Ovaltine the drink.
Because there's a guy selling one on Etsy or one of them sites. Because I looked it up because I thought it was a spice dream or something. But yeah, they did make them, and they actually sell them. They sell them abroad, but they're in different packets now, obviously. But we don't have them in this country. I remember them getting them in my packed lunch along with my Munch Bunch. That's why I brought them up. Sorry, I was just,
Vic was obviously Vic was spoiled that side of London.
Vic just had like a massive flashback and a reminiscence, and just like again. I'm happy for you.
Is it? It's not the circular mint flavour one, is it? What was the circle mint one?
No, I know what you're talking about. That was something else.
Viscount.
That's a Viscount.
They've done like little Ovaltine chocolate bars. They were like you'd get a pack of penguins now. And you'd get like 5 or 6 of them in there, and they go in your packed lunch. It wasn't like a big bar. It was like just a little one. So anyway,
Vic's raised a good point in the chat that this is like the 3rd week in a row that we've ended up talking about chocolate bars. I was literally about to go, boys, remember trios? And I was like, oh, I said that 2 weeks ago. Let's not go.
I do that all the time playing COD because one of the game modes is trio, and I go trio. Then we could get on to other things like Umbongo, but then that could be controversial.
I was about to say that. I was about to sing the Umbongo song, but yeah.
Yeah, no, don't. I know someone who got in trouble at a workplace because of that. Let's not go there. And then there's,
can I just say, I will say that Umbongo.
Do you remember Five Alive used to have like an alien?
Yes.
Advertising it.
Yeah. But Five Alive, I always sound a little bit too dense. If that makes sense.
No,
as a drink.
The citrus ones. I'm one of them limeys. I like
lime, but it always tasted like drinking pure cordial. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't. It was too.
When I was a kid, I was like that. I would drink pure cordial. I was one of them maniacs.
Aaron's like, shut up, guys. What about a Sunny D?
Nah, I did have it, but that Five Alive. You can't buy it anymore.
What about Dairy Lunchables?
What about Lunchables, mate? You keep your late 90s stuff, Aaron. We're talking about the 80s.
Oh,
I remember we used to have one thing that everyone used to buy was these like lickable, like these. They were these sweets that had like a ball thing on the top.
Push
pop, like sour,
not push pops.
And you lick the ball thing, and like obviously think of it as like a roll-on deodorant, but like a sweet.
I know what you mean.
But like you add them, and if you like got halfway through the bottle, it like cut up your tongue and everything because it's just like. Yeah,
they were the second like generation, I think, of push pops. Which, if you don't remember that, they were like a lipstick, and you push them up.
I remember the push pops.
I remember them. Yeah.
You go, oh, that was nice. I'll push that down and save it for later. And then what you end up with, basically, if it's in your pocket, was just a hairy lollipop of all like pocket fluff and stuff all over it. It was
hairy lollipop, eh?
That is not an innuendo. It was literally, it was disgusting.
Hairy lollipops come up in the last 60 seconds. So, let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's congratulate Mark from Brew Harvest here. I've left his comment up there. The poor guy.
Well done, mate. Love it.
On 1,000 subs. Well done.
Fantastic.
Congrats. All I'm going to say is enjoy it while it lasts, mate, because when I get some content on my YouTube channel, I'm coming for all of you.
Hey, when Mr. Live Feed Vic, I think when he gets a YouTube video, he's going to outshine everybody.
Who's that?
Mr. Vic. Mr. Live Feed. Yeah,
You're gonna
mate.
You're gonna do
You've
YouTube
been up
channel, Vic?
everywhere the last few months, building up a name. Next thing, your YouTube's going to pop up, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's big."
I can barely do it on my phone, let alone start a channel. A friend of mine who's not even in the toy scene said to me, because like about the auctions, he's like, maybe we can set something up and I'll do it for you. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that. We'll see what happens. You know,
You might have to consider what you're going to call it. I don't know if you get a lot of YouTube promotion if it was called like fucking guns. You might not get a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, it'll be up to see how long it takes to get taken down, sort of thing.
There you go, it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
That's a challenge. There you go.
My first guest is Gina Carano. No, that'd be lovely. I'd just love to get her on. But yeah, don't we all?
Don't, because every time that name gets mentioned, I get a lot. I get dislikes.
Yeah,
straight away on the screen. God.
Beautiful, brave, sexy, strong woman, mate.
I started to make a case the other week, Vic, a very coherent case of as to why, regardless of what she said, it doesn't matter because it's Disney's.
We're not going there.
Let's not go there. It doesn't matter. Whatever you say, it can be twisted in a way.
Sure,
it can be made to look bad. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying there can be made to look a different way. It's just the media.
The minute I mentioned it, we got like 5 dislikes. Like,
look,
when you guys when you start waffle chat, you can talk about it.
Beautiful people here, and we're open, and it's free speech. We've got freedom. We've got special force. We've got bloody bondage, man. We're having it, yeah. So don't worry.
Bondage G.I. Joe man is enjoying all sorts of freedoms right there.
He is. So
he's enjoying all sorts of freedoms, and I'm crying here over my 40p video. It's gone down the drain.
Come on, man.
Let's get some subs over to Vader Bow Hot Toys. He's on 62.
Go and sub over to Vader.
Let's pump those numbers.
Push them numbers up. Come on, guys.
So all those accounts that Vic's been posting in here.
Is someone that I'm watching on eBay watching this chat? Because I've just had 3 notifications of stuff I'm watching on eBay for Laser Beast with an offer. Make it lower. If you are watching, lower.
Look at him. He's got all that wrestling sticker money. He's up for buying more Laser Beasts.
Crap.
Pogs.
Well, not Pogs. Vic, what are the things you sent us called?
Oh, you're asking me now. I ain't got any close by. I think they're called Spogs or something. They're like Pogs, but
Spugs.
Maybe they just changed the name because they didn't pay for the Pug license.
I'm sure they're called Spugs.
A Judge Dredd license, so who knows?
We've got some Judge Dredd Spugs coming, which is courtesy.
I think it is Spugs.
Mr. Vic Fistful of Collectibles. Yeah.
You gotta love the Dredd, though.
Well, I'm just trying to find where I've left the comments.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is. No, that's right. You guys carry on. There we are. Big Dobbs, big up the Empire Toys. Big up.
Oh, Aaron landed right on that one, did he?
Yeah. Funny enough, it's this one. Oh. No, Dobbs fan. Big up.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Let me find this one comment.
They're all saying that. He could have pressed any of them. They're all bigging up Empire Toys, so it's all good.
That's great. It's not as bad as everyone says. Watch it. Oh, the Turtles film. Yeah.
Turtles.
That's the thing. Talking about what we a couple of weeks ago, I can remember the first one, but I've got no recollection of the second and third one at all. So that's why I'm going to be really happy watching this. And I will.
With the second one was the fact that it wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady. Because I watched it as a young person. You know, when did it come out? 91 was it? Or was it 91, 92?
It was early 90s, I think, yeah.
I was 11 or 12 and I watched it and I was like, there's no Bebop. Who are these people? They had the money to make costumes for them. Why couldn't they actually do Bebop and Rocksteady?
Very good point.
Am I the only one that actually I really enjoyed like the new ones, particularly the ones with the one with Sheamus as Bebop and
the movies, the new movies. Yeah, I liked the second one. I didn't like the first one because Shredder seemed like a transformer at the end. It was like, what the fuck?
Agreed.
I didn't understand what was happening. But I like the second one because it had Bebop and Rocksteady, and I'm a big Rocksteady fan. I always like Rocksteady. So
they are cool. The actual toys of them are decent toys as well. Like
they're
cool.
They're wicked toys.
Cool.
Although, if anyone knows what, I can't remember if it's Bebop or Rocksteady, to do with the knife, answers on a postcard.
That's a good question, actually. Going on what Vic just said.
Sorry, go on.
The two bad guys that they had for the second film that were the film versions of Bebop and Rocksteady.
Razor and Dakar or something.
Did they make like toys?
Bad Gamma and Werewolf.
Go with it for like the classic Turtle range.
Yeah.
Or because I know they've obviously made the movie Turtles with them in a samurai gear.
No, the 90s. I mean, the 90s, and like the
90s version.
They've definitely got original Razor and whatever he's got.
Yeah. They brought them out. They brought them out in the 90s on the Playmates cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Just wondered. Just kind of popped into my head. I don't think I've never actually. I've never actually gone out looking for one, but I just
Is it Toka or Tonka and Razor?
Toka and Razor or something, but yeah.
Bootleg Gamma and Werewolf.
I've not seen the film, but is that like summer film up is tough on the words?
Yeah, look, Mark for Death, the girl versus Jamaicans. That's exactly what it was. It was like some yardie thing going on in it, and it's on the Disney Channel.
I feel like we've seen it. We've seen it now. That's everything you need to know.
I'm trying to catch up with the comments.
Too right, that cake singing Under Siege.
Sorry, Smuggler's Canyon. Can you not ruin a TV show from like 20+ years ago that I haven't seen?
Spoilers.
Hurry up, catch up.
Have you guys got to the episode of? Is it Eugene Toombs? I think it's the only X-Files film thing I've ever
Toombs
watched.
Is really early on, yeah. No,
he like contorts. He like pops all his bones and stuff and comes through a toilet. I remember it freaked the living shit out of me.
Andy, a little known fact: they stole that off me from car boot sales.
No, we're on season 6, so we're now at the point where it's kind of a bit more goofy than.
Aaron, did you get past the an episode I really like? Has got Giovanni Ribisi in it when he can control electricity. You've seen that one yet? And he's turning off like traffic lights and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one with Jack Black in it as well.
Yeah, and right at the end when he's in the padded cell, he's listening to "Live Fast Die by the Vandals, and I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's another early on one. But yeah, do you know what? It's kind of the one thing me and Vic have said. Like, bear in mind, I've never seen it. So how many big actors now were in it as like kind of unknown?
Oh yeah, loads.
Like, so many people in it that you're like, oh my god, like that's them. Like
it was America's version of Casualty or The Bill.
I don't think it was Casualty, really. That's more ER word, it, with George Clooney.
God, yeah, the Clune. Yeah.
The Clune.
Question for the group. Question. Shabba. What strange 80s or 90s cartoon can you remember that you loved, but it wasn't too popular? I love the Reboot and the Hurricanes. I also remember the MC Hammer cartoon on Channel 4. So, Vic, as our guest, do you want to go first on that one? Yes, it's surprise.
John Blackstar, I liked, which is a Film Nation, which is like pre-He-Man, Master of the Universe. Trying to think. I used to watch a lot of things like, because I used to buy a lot of VHS, so they weren't on telly. Things like I think it was called, what was it, Defender Planets, or it was like Japanese stuff.
Battle of the Planets.
Huh? Battle of the Planets. Yeah, they had different names on the video cassettes. They weren't like proper. I don't know how to explain, but it was Battle of the Planets basically. Them
Science
sort of
Ninja Gacha Team or something from Japan, and then the Americans called it G-Force, and then here I think it was called Battle of the Planets.
That's it, yeah. But there was some weird videotapes. I don't know how to explain. I'd have to show you a picture that had like a couple of episodes on, and they didn't have the proper titles. It was like a different title on there, like they would have been bootleg. I don't know. You'd have like 2 episodes, and it would say defenders of this, and maybe it was the episodes that they were naming on the video cassettes. But yeah,
I think I know what you mean, though.
Simple answer.
I think I know what you mean by the VHSs with different episodes of different cartoons on.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have had 1 or 2 of them. With just like it weren't random cartoons, but I think I had one that had like maybe Transformers. Then it went into Mask. Then it might have had a He-Man.
Yeah.
Like it was a really weird combination on one VHS.
It had that weird logo that was like a barcode that came up with like a red triangle.
Oh yeah, that was on the ones you used to get in Woolworths.
Yeah,
video, whatever. They're the ones. I used to get all my Action Force cartoons in there and Thundercats. So,
what a time.
What about you, Aaron?
I'm just trying to remember. Like,
I'll go for one. I don't know if it counts because I didn't see it as a kid, but I saw it as an adult, and it'd be Tiger Sharks. I mean, it's a really good cartoon, but it's just not very
90s?
80s.
80s.
Yeah, Tiger Sharks was done by the same people that did Thundercats and Silverhawks.
Okay.
Now, Silverhawks, I love.
Yeah, Tiger Sharks is. Yeah, Jason Real Warriors are awesome.
I'm gonna throw one out there which I loved. I mean, it wasn't a cartoon, but it had cartoons in it. Vic might remember, Andy maybe, Aaron probably not because it was so weird. It was called Round the Bend.
You know what? I was just reading your brain, and it was just I was thinking of it myself, and I was going to say it's not a cartoon. And it had Masters of Thunderpants. Thunderpants,
Wee Man, all of that lot. Yeah, it was like a kid's version of
Masters. It was like Thunderpants. It's brilliant. I actually showed my godson recently, and he just couldn't get it because he's young. And
I loved it. It was like a kid. It was like a kid's version of Spitting Image, like a Viz comic, but
it was an
for
alligator.
children. Doc Croc.
Doc Croc. That was it.
Doc Croc.
Oh, no, I don't get this. I remember Round the Twist, but not Round the Bend.
Round the Twist was also brilliant, but that was obviously little Australian kids.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, mate. Look it up.
I'm putting it on my list of homework. I've got a pen, got a paper.
Round the Bend. Doc Croc.
And there's Thunderpants, which is like Thundercats in it as well. And
my answer to this one would be though, because obviously growing up in the 90s, we didn't. If you didn't have an older brother, you didn't know about 80s cartoons. So when you used to go in school and be like, yeah, you know, Transformers, big people look at you like kids are like, what? Pokemon. Do you know what I mean? Like, so even though they were massive cartoons in the 80s, obviously they fell out of love during the 90s and stuff. But so yeah.
But there was some. I mean, for me, the 90s cartoons that I love and still watch to this day, Ren and Stimpy, anything by Beavis and Butthead, Mike Judge stuff, but things like Johnny Bravo and you know, Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Rocco's Modern Life,
Angry Beavers.
Yeah.
Doug was a man.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah. Samurai Jack. Yeah.
Samurai Jack. Pucker. Really. Go on, Aaron.
So that just reminded me. They're bringing on Disney Plus the Star Wars Clone Wars that was made by the people that did Samurai Jack.
Yeah. So it's super angular. It's like it's
it's on YouTube already. If you want to find it, it's on there. Have a look on YouTube. It's there, all of it.
Yeah, we've got it on DVD. I think
I've got it on DVD. But funny enough, I opened up the 2 box sets they brought out. I had a couple and they got a bit mashed, and I thought, fuck it, I'll just open them, enjoy them, and they're really nice figures that they brought out for that line. Like,
I was thinking about doing like 1/6 because like some custom 1/6 Hot Toy size figures because I got a few of them. And it's funny you mentioned Samurai Jack, Vic, because I'm seriously considering putting a Shogun Assassin baby cart figure together. I'm thinking about it, thinking how I could do it. Yeah,
nice. Anyway, that on my list too. Samurai Jack. No,
Samurai Jack's it's just a good cartoon, really good cartoon.
Quality.
I think I spoke to Tom about it before.
Vader about Hot Toys has asked, who's excited for toy shows are on the horizon?
Absolutely none of us. No.
I don't like toys. I only like Remo Williams.
I can't wait. Just hope.
Vic, you must be gagging for them because like you've been doing all the selling online.
Yeah, I just want to get out in the world because I just want to see, you know, I've got people I see regular for stuff. They might not always have stuff. Like I deal with house clearance people and that, and I want to get out there and see them and see what they've got, and I just feel trapped. Feel like
yeah.
Yeah.
I think for the most of us, it's like everyone's really keen for the toy shows, but that comes almost secondary to just going out and seeing friends and family.
Talking to real people, yeah.
Yeah, it's the hunt for me. I love the toy shows, but I love the hunt more. I think I don't know. Toy shows is like glorified hunt. You get there, I'm trying to sell, but you boys know me at toy show. I usually end up coming back with more than I end up taking. I can't help myself.
Well, I love the fact that you love the hunt, Vic, because it means I haven't got a hunt because you hunt things down and I can try and buy them off you. So it works well. It's good.
Yeah. It's just everyone's a dealer now. That's the problem. But we all know it. We all feel it. Whether you go to the boot fair or a junk market or whatever, everyone's, you know.
I have a theory that boot fairs are going to be utterly carnage when they open up again. I think it's going to be pretty rough, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Vic said, "Why chocolate always come off live stream? It's the lockdown life."
Because I've put on like 4 stone from eating cake and chocolate. That's all I think about. I've stopped smoking. Now I'm fat.
Are you, Mike? Welcome.
Hello.
You really stopped smoking?
Yeah, I stopped in October the 25th.
Oh, well done.
My last cigarette.
I said, well done.
Oh, thanks.
Was that always an urban myth? Sorry, guys. That Sunny D turned a kid orange.
I believe there was something in it which
this
country, I don't know if it turned people orange, but there was something in it that wasn't approved by like our equivalent of the FDA. Is that right?
There was colorants in it, and there was too much or something. I don't really know the full ins and outs, but I know that it with certain things, if you eat too much of it and it's got a certain colorant, it can start changing your skin tone.
Yeah, but there was definitely something in there that made kids go absolutely crazy hyperactive. Like it was legit a problem. So I think that's why we just don't really see it anymore.
I think it was that
straight cordial, like I said before, like just to get hyper.
Yeah,
just go to the Robinsons and who needs water? Yeah. There's water inside me. I'm 80% water. I don't need more water.
I'm 80% spice.
Yeah, Blue Harvest has got that 1,000. He can get those 40p videos in.
Oh, get them sweet 40p's. All adds up.
Jesus, the amount of live feeds they do. Rolling in, mate.
Yeah, and then all you do is like one day you wake up and you got an email from YouTube saying the American tax authorities need to know your tax details, and you're like, what?
The FBI.
Basically,
you'll have what is it? Guns, firearms, and tobacco after this show today. I don't know.
Yeah.
It will after me.
ATF.
Right, I've watched enough X-Files. I know how to get my way around the system.
I've seen them 80 hacker movies. We can make it work. It's fine.
Don't worry, people dislike videos for naff stuff because I dyed my hair white. I made a video about the the tips for toy hunt, like how to get good deals and everything. And basically the crux of it was just be a nice person and it will work. Yeah. Got 5 dislikes. Like people were, no, I don't want to be a nice person.
Yeah. Don't be a douche and don't let your kids smash all the toys up. No. That's not what we do at toy fairs. We don't like this advice. This is terrible.
We don't like kids. Yeah, next.
Aaron, you got. Sorry, Paul just throwing on the cartoon has just mentioned Rude Dog and the Dweebs. I bloody loved.
Actually.
Rude Dog and the Dweebs. Now remember, quality content.
I can't actually see where that is.
Oh, it might be a bit further down. Sorry, I just saw Rude Dog and the Dweebs. Yeah, big time Rude Dog and the Dweebs. That was quality.
No idea.
I say that's quality. I remember it being good. If I watched it now, maybe it hasn't held up. I don't know, but I remember enjoying it a lot.
Do you remember Samurai Pizza Cats?
Yes. Yeah,
I do. Again, I watched that not really as a kid, but as I guess a young adult, I guess. But yeah, it was wicked. Toys of it are so hard to get.
And I knew what it was as a kid. I was like, oh, this wants to be Turtles. And I was a bit like,
yeah.
I suppose like I have in real life now. I was like,
Vic, do you remember Glam Rock Metal Detectives? Because no one else does. I think 2 people in the chat remembered Glam Rock Metal Detectives. It was like a comedy show. No. Do you guys remember Happy Tree Friends? That was a 90s thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Happy Tree Friends? Little animals that killed each other.
I was doing exams and other things.
Guys, I've just remembered something. I'm gonna go on a black hole soon on YouTube because I've just remembered that Celebrity Deathmatch was a thing.
I remember Celebrity Deathmatch. That was a
Celebrity Deathmatch. Yes. Yeah, they couldn't get away with that now.
Yeah.
Well,
I have just realised a lot of this chat is us going, this was a thing that happened in the 80s and 90s. That was good, wasn't it?
I'm surprised South Park's still going, to be fair, and I love it. But like,
I think it just gets better, dude. It's just
I watched one of my favourite episodes the other day again, which is the Chipokemon one, which always makes me
Chipokemon.
Alabama Man, mate. Oh, mate, that's
Alabama Man.
Alabama Man. He's big, he's fast, and strong.
Have you seen the pandemic one?
No,
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't caught up with any of the recent ones, to be fair. I'm a bit behind. I'm over a season behind. But
I was crying. It's funny. Yeah.
I've got it on the Skybox.
They always hit the high notes. They always get it right, even before it should be. I mean, they're brilliant. I think
definitely.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker are geniuses when it comes to what they've done. So
is it? I think I'm right in saying, is it Bill Hader has a lot to do with that as well? Is it Bill Hader or Will Forte? I think it's Bill Hader. It's like a silent third writer on it. Yeah, it's quality.
They did the Book of Mormon, right?
Yeah. Well, Trey Parker did. Yeah.
Okay, because that is.
Have you seen it live? Me and Hannah went and saw it. Nice. I know. We were going to go again.
So good.
But then lockdown. It was so good.
I've seen it myself, but I want to see it. It's one of the ones I never got to.
Vic, you'd love it. You honestly, it's so.
I know. I'd love it. I love everything they've done so far. So.
You like Orgasmo and Orgasmo basketball, that sort of stuff. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a question.
A question for Vic from David. Where did you get your name from? I'm assuming he doesn't mean Dr. Doom. He probably means Fistful of Collectibles, I'd imagine.
Well, it's spelt wrong in this stream and on all the advertising for this stream, and it's spelt the way it's spelt on purpose, but wrong. It's supposed to be Fistful, but it's one because Why did I pick Fistful of Collectibles? Well, I'm a massive spaghetti western fan, as well as a fan of many other genres, and there's some great movies that use that as a. Obviously, everyone knows Fistful of Dollars, but then there's Fistful of Dynamite. There's, believe it or not, comic strip, which is Rick Mayo, Adrian Edmondson. They done Fistful of Travelers Checks, which is checking out everyone. If you've never seen comic strip, Fistful of Travelers Checks, fucking brilliant. I just loved it, and I've always been a fan of those. Just a connection. I just thought, no one else is going to do that. No one else is going to pick that. Do you know what I mean? And collectibles, the reason I put collectibles at the end rather than toys is I want to keep my options open. No disrespect. I love toys, and toys is my main thing, but I collect other things as well as toys. I collect trainers, I collect militaire, I collect what else do I collect? A lot of junk. But yeah, we all do. So I want to keep my options open. When I started the business, I didn't just sell toys, I sold what I say is like streetwear, American streetwear. So like basketball jerseys, like you guys know what I mean, like this sort of thing, basketball jerseys, American football tops. I like Americana. I just wanted to keep my options open. I mean, I collect Coke as well. I don't mean Coke as in Colombian Coke. I mean as in the brand Coke. So I've got Coke Lights, Coke like glasses, all sorts of Coke stuff.
Just Coca-Cola or colas? Do you have like Tab Clear and that sort of stuff? Just Coca-Cola. Symbol of the Free West. Freedom. Tremolo Records. Let's party. Anyway.
But yeah, so there's a lot of things I collect. So I wanted to keep my options open for the business in case toys didn't work. Or I was, you know, like I say, when I started, my stall in Greenwich was half and half. It was half toys and comics and half like Jordans and basketball jerseys and stuff. So it's things
and he's just jumped out to find some models to justify why his name is Andy's Toys and Models. So.
Andy is the model.
Andy's the model. Yeah, there we go. So clear. And if you've ever seen Vic's, as most of you probably have, or some of you have seen Vic's stalls at various toy fairs, you will know that there is a very wide range of stuff. Very wide range.
I mean, I might end up going back to Greenwich. I've stopped Greenwich. Obviously, we've all stopped working. I haven't been at Greenwich for over a year now, since before the pandemic, because other things have been going on. But I hope in, you know, things get back to normality to get back there. I mean, well, as far when I last spoke to the management, the options open for me to come back. It just started becoming to the point where it wasn't worth stalling out as much or as big. I've got different ideas. I'm still going to do the toys, and I'll still do toys in Greenwich. But if I do go back to Greenwich, it won't be like I did before, where I was basically having like 6 stalls at some times, which was like 3 stalls on each side, taking up like basically a row. And it used to take me like 3 hours to set up, 2 hours to set down, and it just wasn't. It looked beautiful, but it weren't financially feasible. If I was to do it,
and also if it becomes not that fun, I can imagine it's quite hard to.
I loved the atmosphere. I loved the camaraderie with the other toy like market people, because I've been brought up on markets. My family have been in markets for over 100 years. It's more about money, as it always is. You know, it's a business and it's got to be feasible. And other things were going on. It just wasn't feasible at the time. And like, I haven't ruled out going back. I've kept in contact with Greenwich, and I may one day return in the near future. I just want the world to be a bit more normal. There's no point in going back yet, because no one can come here, and no one's, you know, all right, there'll be English people, but what I mean is Greenwich is a tourist town. You've got to pay rent and rates and God knows what anyway. So I need tourists to be there to want to see the stall. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, excellent.
Fingers crossed indeed.
Till then, that'll be what I'll be doing: toy fairs and online.
Right, get back to work.
I'll message you at some point, because I've got something to send you. We'll see if he watches and catches up. But yeah,
I can't remember if I brought it up last week, but he recommended a great film for me.
Go on.
Shadow Warriors. Assault on Devil Island, or Assault on Death Island. Okay. It's got Hulk Hogan, Apollo from. Sorry,
is that the 3 little ninja kids in it or something?
No. That's 3 ninjas. That's a separate film. It's got Kreese from Karate Kid. John Kreese.
I thought
it's great. It's so bad.
I thought Hogan was in like Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny.
Yeah. He's in
that was it as far as big films.
Nope, no? He's in. I don't think this was a big film.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's popped up on Amazon, so if you've got Amazon, you can check it out. Shadow Warriors. Shadow Warriors.
You love it.
Right.
Anyway,
thank you, Mr. Hart, for that.
Now go do some work. God's sake. Boss know about this. Unless like our stream going to like everyone in Forbidden Planet, then nice, fine.
It's fine.
Tarf, you hero. Have a good one. Pogs for life.
Spugs for life. It's the new one.
Nice one. That's what we want to see. Obviously, go Super Sorrel's channel as well, who's absolutely killing it at the YouTube game. Viking, hello, mates.
It's a great episode. The Fluke Worm episode is a terrific episode. Back in the day, when X-Files did a Monster of the Week, bosh, I was all about it. But much like everything else, as soon as they started doing longer series, long arcs, I kind of lost interest, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it does feel it's getting into that part now where it's like, how can we long out this overriding story? I felt the same with Buffy when it first came out. I thought when it was like a Monster of the Week style show, it was really good, and then it went a bit long-winded. But there you go. Definitely. What we got? Let's catch up with the chat. Yeah, listen to Filter, big band.
Age of Panic. Is that one of this? Is it Age of Panic? Yeah.
I love the film Captain N. Sounds a bit.
Captain N.
I don't know what that is.
No.
Hold on.
Let's type it in and see what comes up.
I'm worried I'm typing this into Google.
Yeah, be careful.
Can't be anything worse than on my history. Something about game masters.
Oh yeah, it's like a Game Boy thing.
I remember it now. It's Nintendo. It's Captain N. Nintendo.
Yeah, it's all about Nintendo stuff.
Got a Nintendo blaster in it. I do remember it now.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got the zap gun in his hand in one of the pictures. There's the Game Boy, like a magic carpet.
Paul's just popped in. Captain N had the NES belt and gun. Toy Scav said. Paul knows.
Yeah.
Paul's the man. Paul knows everything.
They missed a trick if they didn't give him the Nintendo Power Glove. Surely that would be the ultimate weapon.
I can only see pictures of the Zappa.
Well, I'm not going to watch it then.
He had like a college coat jacket on and that. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that's what the pictures are. I'm going, as if I remember it. I don't at all. But magical Google.
Do have a great community. Vic doesn't have a YouTube channel yet, so make sure to follow him if you are on Instagram. Yep.
I hear Vic's pretty this Vic, I should say, before I say my next comment, is pretty big on the old OnlyFans page.
Yeah, don't get those ones, mate.
I mean that would be weird, regardless of which Vic you aim that at. So there's.
Well, my page is massive, mate. You should see.
Exactly.
Come buy some of my videos.
It's just pictures of
underwear, but it's not cheap. I'll be honest.
It's just pictures of Vic naked holding cardboard bazookas, like
plastic guns, just like.
Hey, I'd pay for it. Where is it?
I've paid more for less. Let's be honest.
It's cheaper than my laser.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right. But it's definitely got Doc Croc, and it had like all the rats as the paparazzi. That like all the with the
Likely.
Top show that was. Hey, dude, we've pushed that far back.
We were very fast that. Yeah. Hey, man. Don't like and followed you on Instagram, Vic.
Nice one.
Big C's in the house.
Big C with some big love.
What's happening? He's not getting hassle off of Tom tonight. He's chilling.
Yeah, I know. He can chill out. He's not been. I can see it in his eyes in the videos. He's been forced to wear those hats, and he's like.
I see the Stockholm syndrome in Big C's eyes. That he's like he hates it so much he's starting to love it. That's fine. That's good.
It's like just been made to perform for Tom's amusement against other guests.
He gets electric shocks if he doesn't do as he's told.
he's got one of them dog collars on.
He's got a little coup Tom has with Big C's missus, and they have him strapped to the chair. That's why you never see him move too far.
It's that's what I feel sorry for him. It's like
standing behind him with the taser. You know,
we had
2 little rods up his ass.
We have an expert in the field of Star Wars toys on tonight's channel. So what we're going to do is Big C's going to go up against him in a quiz that I've made.
Yeah, Big C. Have you got any interest in like 80s Star Wars? None at all. Right, you're gonna talk to.
How many times I have to tell you? I just like wrestling figures.
Big C is a connoisseur of wrestling and foppish hats. That is 100% true, and he's awesome.
He's good fun, good fella.
Badger Toys asks, question: do you think toy dealers, sellers will ever take cryptocurrency?
I hope not. I really hope not.
I mean, I'm just going to say no because I have no idea what it is. So.
I'm terrified of a cashless society.
I know people that use it, and yeah, I mean, it could be the future. I don't want. It's hard to say when you got someone like Elon Musk who's putting so much money into Bitcoin. He's not a silly man, you know what I mean? And you've got to start taking these things seriously.
I don't know what isn't it called like D.71 or something like that?
There's go on.
No, I was just like Vic said, isn't he a silly man? I was like, isn't his kid called something ridiculous?
Well, he's well, like Vic says, if someone like Musk, who knows the market, who knows what's going on, is saying it's the future, it scares me, man. I don't like
Not
everything
future that I want, but it's, you know, we've all got to adapt, improvise, and overcome any issue that comes in your life, you know. And if that, I don't know. I said I'd never do YouTube, and I'm here now. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things. I never say never when it comes to cryptocurrency. It depends which one. At the minute, Bitcoin's the winner as far as I can see, but I'm no economist. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a toy bod. But I have looked a little bit into what it is and how it works. You know, just because I'm if that is what's happening, do you know what I mean? The world's changed rapidly.
I had a mate a couple of years ago that was like, get into Bitcoin, and you know, you're like, what are you on about? And now he's sitting there, but I don't know. I don't actually know how much he owns in it, but he was all over it a couple of years ago.
My mate, it's my mate Dave, and the guy who was talking about doing my YouTube for me if I wanted to do one, but he knows more about computers and everything else than he looks into stuff. And he bought Bitcoin when, like your friend did, early on, and now he's got a bit of loot. I don't know how, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, how does it even work?
How they trade it, but then at the end of the day, you're still going to end up with hard currency somehow. Do you know? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
I like coins and cash that I can look at and see.
You know,
I don't need
it
to be in a bank.
Cash, gold, and
yeah,
silver.
I like touching what I own. I don't even like it in a bank. I like having it.
I just don't think the government needs to have a trace of everywhere I spend and get my money. That's all I'm saying. I don't think you
totally
need.
Agree, but that's kind of how cryptocurrency works. It's all outside the system. That's why the governments don't like it, because it doesn't run in form with how the currencies work on the actual international market.
Well, mate, as long as it does run in line with freedom.
A £5 note is only a voucher for £5. It's only a piece of paper at the end of the day.
But the problem is with Bitcoin, though, is that it's all fun and games until you lock all your Bitcoin on a password and you've only got one try before it.
That's what happened to him. That's what happened to that guy.
That's what happened to him, isn't it? Yeah.
He had £500,000 in it or something. Yeah.
That is a problem, but my problem with everything like this, and also like with this whole, you know, modern day just tap your card and all that, which we all do. What happens when the electrics go? What happens if there's an EMP? What happens if there's a storm that wipes out? You're fucked.
Vic, I'll tell you what happens.
Doom or a gloom. I see it happen a couple of weeks back in Lewisham High Street. Oh, it happened. They had a shortage in the centre. All the shops went out. Not that there's many shops open because it's like a ghost town because of COVID. But I went into the Panland. They were like cash only, and there was all these people in the queue getting really stressed because they didn't have cash. And I was like, imagine it, you know, this forever if they said there was no cash, which is what they're saying.
Saying that now, I remember when I was fresh out of school, I worked for a supermarket, which I'm not going to name, but you know, every little helped in that supermarket. And one day the card machines all didn't work. And it was cash only. Yeah. And it just literally, like, people thought like the world had just ended.
That's what it was like in this shop. They were just like, there was people getting the and shouting and all that. And I was just thinking, imagine if the governments all said no more cash and we would only have card. I mean, I don't think they have the security to back it up.
If they said no more cash, and it meant that if I sold something at a toy fair or at a car boot sale, and that was then tracked, and then I got taxed on that, man, that would be upsetting.
Yeah, we'd all be upset.
Yeah,
but you know,
they
we all
can't do
walk
it.
around with trackers in our pocket. We're getting a bit deep here, boys. Oh, I don't know.
Super Soros first covered.
Yeah. What would Remo do? He'd run across some concrete. That's what he'd do. He'd run across some concrete.
He wouldn't need cryptocurrency because he don't need anything. Well, he needs a hamburger, but so do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elon Musk gets a lot of heat, but they do love his dollar. Wherever he goes.
I'm not going to get into the politics of it all. I'm not, you know, the geezer's not stupid. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
Right, we've nearly hit the 2 hour mark here, so we're going to look at wrapping this up.
We shall
Toy
wrap it
Scav.
up.
Toy Scav
What, we
has
all got to
hit.
do a rap song?
Yeah,
I've got 10 questions for you, Vic.
yeah.
We've
So
got
we'll get
quick
that.
fire questions.
So I tell you what, we'll do the quick fire questions now, and then we'll do Toy Scav's question last.
It's a different, Vic. It's a different kind of rap. It starts with a W.
I should have probably done this at the beginning when I hadn't drunk like 4 Guinnesses. We're all right. We're getting there.
It's more fun.
So,
Vic,
very quick questions. Just say the first thing that comes into your head. We'll go with easy. Pringles or Doritos?
Doritos.
I hope I pronounce this right. Ghidorah or Rodan?
What did you say, sir?
Ghidorah? Is it King Ghidorah?
King Ghidorah.
Or Rodan?
King Ghidorah.
Bolo knife or Bowie knife?
Bowie knife.
Star Wars, Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Rambo, Commando?
Commando.
The Face or Murdoch?
Murdoch.
Mars or Snickers?
Snickers. Well, Marathon.
so 80s.
Care Bears or Gummy Bears?
Gummy Bears.
McDonald's, Burger King?
McDonald's.
Last one. Little Pony or Rainbow Bright?
Rainbow Bright. We said
Rough,
Bowie.
hard,
I've
clean
got
question.
one here. It's actually the Alamo.
Gosh.
I know
Jeez,
it's not
that's shiny.
Toy, guys. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually it's got inscription to Jim Bowie, the Alamo, and it was the 185th anniversary about 2 weeks ago. Never
Okay.
forget that.
Looking at it, you would think it was plastic. It looks almost real.
So no, it's
there
a
you go.
replica. Obviously, it wasn't Jim Bowie's.
If only. So the first toy fair, we're looking at storyline that if possible. I mean, I guess it depends what comes back. But Barry Potter's, there's talk of it in the end of the year. Chatham might come back.
Yeah,
Kempton?
well, Chatham won't be until at least September, I've heard. And Barry
Chatham?
Potter, yeah.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, the area where we had the toy fair is now turned into a vaccination centre.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So
what I've heard.
they're all going to be off.
I'm not an authority on it, and I'm not a part of Medway Council or Zooks or anything. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, guys. But going back to Barry Potter, the problem I foresee with this, I don't want to take too long, is how is he going to do it? He's still got to pay for the venues.
Mm-hmm.
So he either has less people in and charges more, or he has less punters in and charges more, or he waits until it gets back to some normality, maybe September. And I haven't spoke to him. I'm just in my head thinking, how are they going to do it?
Yeah, I think you're thinking the same as everybody. It's not realistic. Or
yeah,
it officially
because
becomes
again,
we're out.
they're
I know they've
inside,
said
and
June
there's a lot of
21.
vulnerable people as well. You got to think about, I know we got us guys, but probably still 60-70% of them people in there are vulnerable people. I don't want to talk them down or nothing, but they're older than us. Let's put it that way, not to be ageist.
Well,
So,
just for one, my dad's obviously shielded through the whole thing, and he's Sandown. He always goes to it because he loves it, and Kempton as well. He goes to Kempton a lot because he likes to get his trains from there. So
yeah,
I'd like the first one to be Sandown or NEC, but I'd like it to be proper. So if that meant that it didn't happen till a bit further down the line, I would personally prefer that, and it be like an actual event rather than a kind of, like Vic says, if you cut the sellers in half, that's not financially viable for anyone. If you cut the buyers in half, it's not worth doing it as a seller. So
that's what I said. That's what I said in my video.
He's still got to make his money on the venue. He's got to rent a venue and still make money out of us. So, it's just whether the economics work with it. I mean, I've heard, I don't know, I believe that Jason from Vintage Comics and Collectibles, check him out if you're not already, guys. He's doing SRP are doing one at Rayleigh, which isn't a
I saw that.
So there is toy fairs going to start, but I don't know how. Again, I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, I used to do Rayleigh years ago, and it is a small venue, so I guess they'll just limit the number of actual people going in and out. And it's not like it's like NEC, and they're going to have like 700 people outside waiting to get in. Do you know what I mean? It might be 50 old codgers wandering around going, "I used to have that train. Oh, look at this dinky car. It's blue instead of pink."
Listen to him. You replaced that with cartoons and yogurts, and you just said what we've been talking about for the last 2 hours. Remember that cartoon? I used to enjoy that.
But on the 18th of April, Tottenham Toy Fair is going ahead. That's like slap bang in like ground zero time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 16th was the is opening up, I believe. Is it 16th?
No, 12th is when shops can open. I don't know how he's getting away with doing it on the 18th, because it's not till May that indoor venues can go ahead. But I don't know. Maybe there's a loophole that he knows. I'm not complaining. I'm going to be there. Not selling. I'm going to it.
Do a video.
First one.
Here's what I found at the toy fair.
With full on radiation suit.
Yeah, get one of those old plague doctor things with the big feet. I love it. Yeah, but I don't think the big toy fairs are going to happen till September.
Imagine if Harry Potter's first one is the one at Christmas. That would be. I mean, that's always the biggest. Every time I've done it, that's been the biggest one in terms of people and money. The Christmas one.
Mm.
I honestly think if that's the case, he could probably get 2 halls and definitely have like double hall, and it will like fill up, sell out, and it will be carnage.
Well, the other thing, I don't know what happened with the NEC, but the NEC was being used as a Nightingale. I know there's many halls there, but
yeah,
I know there's a Nightingale hospital for this.
There is. It's about the other side of the complex than the one that he hires. But yeah, there is a Nightingale.
But also, MCM Comic Con and Birmingham MCM Comic Con are going ahead in October and November. So I'm guessing they must be in communication with, especially with them. They might be like, we plan to have the Nightingale hospitals taken down. I don't know, speculating.
Yeah,
but
like me.
Yeah, but anyway. But I did have an email today, actually, funny enough, from Showmasters. Like, they hadn't emailed me for like 3 weeks. I think I was waiting for a reply from them. All of a sudden today, they've gone, yeah, here you go. Here's all our details to book a table for July. So,
which one's Showmasters? I don't know what. What's
Olympia?
Wasn't that the worst load in and load out you've ever done in your life? Hardest
because it's like, yeah, you're allowed.
You have to book a slot.
You have to book a slot, and then there's nowhere to park, and it's like you've got your slot, and you've got like an hour in your slot. So if you turn up late, you lose your time. And if you get there any earlier, they're like, yeah, you're not in till 2 o'clock. So go find somewhere to park. Bearing in mind you're in Hammersmith, like Olympia. So there's nowhere to go.
That 100% means I'd never do that. That just puts me off.
But the breakdown's really easy. The breakdown's fun because as soon as they take all the backing things down, they let you literally drive your vehicle straight into the area to pack down. So you can almost pack straight into your vehicle. But yeah, it was a bit stressful pack, especially on your own, because it's like, Jesus Christ, like there's only like, yeah, it's only one of me. But yeah, cool.
All right.
The answer to that question is none of us have a clue.
None of us know, Paul, at all. Hey, Jonald.
Appreciate you turning up anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank
you,
Vic.
We are going to make a move.
Thank you, Vic, for your company. It's been excellent.
Yeah, appreciate this. Taking your time out of your evening to chat toys and everything.
Hopefully, the old Bill won't turn up at my house in the next 5 minutes, like crashing through the window.
SWAT style.
Yeah, you know, right?
With plastic handcuffs and plastic batons, and you'll have your plastic guns, and it'll be an awesome shootout.
I've got my cardboard bazooka. I'll be like,
surprise!
One thing I did get, guys. I don't know if this is. I would like to show just quickly if you could put me on the big screen that I got from Monkey about a week and a half ago. It's a big old piece. It is a vintage.
It's upside down.
It's the Australian variant.
It's upside down, Vic. Turn it round.
Oh, fiddlesticks! It's an Australian one. So
What is it? A mat?
it's a mat.
That is
Play
awesome.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Super cool. Oh man, that's
Some
really
great
cool.
colours.
Man, look at that.
I love the cartooniness of it. That's wicked.
Stop moving. I can't look at it.
Love
That's
it.
cool.
Return.
Yeah.
You've got all of them in there. New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, it's all
That's very
free. So it must have come out
Yeah.
about 84.
Oh man, that's really good. That's really nice.
It is nice. You don't see that often. That's all. And I didn't have that one, but I think I had one similar as a kid. I don't remember it. I think I had a double one, and one side it was a football pitch, and the other side it was like pictures of like a space sort of area. And I used to just put my Lego on it.
I've got that exact same one, but it's from the limited edition George Lucas 2000 run. So it's the same thing, but it's got a massive Jar Jar Binks slapped in the middle. Like Photoshop, and he swears that's how he meant to do it in the first place. So your one, if anything, was a mistake, and the one he did later with the Jar Jar, that was the real thing. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That may not be true. I might have just made that up.
Oh,
there we go. The circle is complete from Brad to Johnny to Vic. Lovely.
that's how it works. Circle of toy life.
Awesome.
So, guys,
Yeah, mate.
before we go, I'm just going to leave you on this last comment because
So
I
again,
can
Vic,
only imagine.
like you know, like the Arabs do with their rugs. They put them on the wall.
Yeah.
Stuff. I'm going to work
Pin it
out how
up.
to put it on the wall.
So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And just all take a moment out here to pray for Ron's Geeks Cave, who was working at Argos when the computers went down.
Oh no.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Ciao.